Man, I'm on this 303 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thriller, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming and make sure that paper going all around. I ain't trying to hit, I know these.
And welcome to the National Meat Searcher Podcast with your host, Sasha, a.k.a. George Lopez. I just got back from Mexico, feeling good. Head over to YouTube to see my fucking tan.
Nigga said George Lopez.
George Lopez.
Mexico. That's crazy.
Hold on. George Lopez is under fire right now. You really want to be George Lopez? Like
this is like the second time you brought up George Lopez being under fire. Why are you so plugged in with George Lopez news?
Because
I'm a Latino,
Hispanic
bro.
down. He's tearing other brown folks down.
Hey, listen, they took it out of context a little bit.
Right.
They took it out a bit of context because I did see the full thing because I had to. Like, he was being a dick, and he was like talking about like supporting your like kind of like looking out for number one, but he didn't know how to say it right. And he just made it sound like, you know, like fuck anyone who's trying to come behind me. Like, I'll shut the door. So in that spirit, it is your boy, you know what? A classic, Pablo Rodriguez, because man, that was a classic Latino stand-up, man. His impressions, I miss that dude. I don't know what happened to him. He's way cornier now, and the stand-up is way worse, like in retrospect, but during the time,
Damn.
Wait, which one? Is that the sound effect guy?
In a world. Yeah.
That guy, yeah. What happened to him?
He kind of like fell off. I think he was like just being himself, and then obscurity. Like, his jokes stopped being funny as anymore. Like, it was just like, okay, this guy can do movie phone. Nobody knows who movie phone is anymore. It's 2023. Nobody's calling in to movie phone to find out what's at the movie theater.
I don't think I know who this nigga is. I can't tell you right now.
Exactly.
But it is your boy, Thriller from the 3, a.k.a. Joey from the NMT, a.k.a. Esky Boy, Wiley. Shout out to all my folks from E3, E6, Southwest London, Southeast London. You know what I'm talking about? It's mad still.
No, I don't think anybody does know what you're talking about. What the fuck?
No, nobody does. What's going on? Did you just send like a message?
It's mad still, fam. I've been listening.
Okay.
Oh, my fault.
We need this.
Wiley's,
we need 25 minutes of you doing this.
Wiley's a
like,
grime
we
rapper,
need 25.
and I've been listening to him all day.
Hold on. Nobody's gonna listen to you anymore unless you speak in that accent.
I can't. I can't do all
Yes,
the
you
words.
can.
Sometimes it comes out Indian
5
out of
minutes.
nowhere.
5 minutes. give me. Well, you know what? Let's get there if we have to. Okay, we're gonna keep this going because it's a theme that I like. It's perfect. It's so perfect. Someone's like, you know, masturbating to that sound. Just so you know, because it's a good accent. You know what? I'm with it. You know,
you gotta be in an extremely dark place to masturbate to somebody poorly doing a British accent. Like, where has life gone wrong for you? It was
actually pretty good.
I mean,
it was pretty good.
Not even like a British accent, like a London Bodman accent. Like, what?
Yeah. I'm a street youth, fam. I'm
That's
from the road,
kind of the best one.
I'm from the road. I'm from the road. I'm a road man.
I'm a road man.
I'm a road man.
A London road man.
You know, I know it's
a London road. Let me not start this. Don't let me.
let's not do that because now
road man.
Tip top cheerio. Like, you would literally get split open the minute you said that. Like, I'm sure. One of my favorite. I love the memes about London, especially like when they have videos of somebody saying when I land in London and they're just instantly stabbed 27 times. Like, you know what? Because if that's what London is about, if that's the time you guys are on, you know what? I'm down with it. Let's start carrying swords. I think everyone needs to start. Can you imagine, bro? If I had the ability to carry a sword, like, and it wasn't me being a weeb. Like, it was just something I had to do.
Just ready for it.
That's the kind of I got a bastard sword. That's what I'm going with. I want like one of those big fucking fuckers, just to, like, you know, explode somebody with one hit.
Well, I'm going to call back to a few episodes ago, and I'm going to tell you why you can't have a bastard sword. Because bastard swords are heavy, and you were the one on record saying, "Oh my God, chopping wood is so tiring." Bastard swords are way heavier than axes, my friend.
Okay. So here's where many episodes we talked about that, and now I'm gonna. I think you brought it up one time when you got here. The axe that I was using was blunt. It had no edge. That's why I was tired. Because I'm an idiot and I was just trying to chop wood, basically with a very blunt instrument. And, I was like, why is this not working? Because it has zero edge, you piece of shit. So I'm gonna take a whack at it. I'm gonna sharpen the tool. We're gonna get to it, boys. You know what? If that's what I got to do to carry a bastard sword, you know what? That's what I got to do.
Well, if you want to get into nerd lore, bastard swords are also pretty blunt because of the width of the weapon. The thinner they are, the sharper they would be. So a bastard sword blunts pretty easily. The power of a bastard sword is the weight. It's more of a club than it is a sword.
So you're talking about chopping through something, right? We're talking about cutting through something, not the action, right? What was hard was realizing that the wood was not chopping with the instrument that I had because it was blunt. So it's we'll work up that strength. If I gotta crush somebody's head with it, you know what? That's what are you going with, Sasha? What sword style are we going with for your personality type? I feel like a samurai, a long katana.
You know what's crazy?
Long katana.
I've probably put
like Shampoo style.
I probably put about 30 years of thought into this, and I still have no conclusion, because that's what I spend time thinking about. What kind of sword I would use in combat. Not like real things, like how to make money, or like how to take care of my family. No, just what kind of sword would I be in a fictional universe?
Whatever you're using.
You know what sword I would use? I'll tell you, though, because I think the closest to my personality, what is it from? There's two swords, and they're both in the same video game. One is like a sword that is also doubles as a whip. What is the video game? Hold on. It's a fighting game.
Oh, Soul Calibur?
I knew you would know. Soul Calibur. Yes, either the Soul Calibur
that whip sword is hard.
What is it called? Let's see. Whip sword, Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
I knew you would know exactly what I was talking about when I said
Oh yeah, because it's one of those things that's like imprinted in my mind. Like all those video games from that era are just like implanted in my brain. Like anytime I go down the rabbit hole of like watching some like nerdy dude explain, 8 JRPGs that are underrated, I have these warm and fuzzies because like my parents weren't well to do, so they were never gonna buy like a full price game. So I was constantly in the greatest hit bin. If you will, that 1999. My parents are like, yeah, we can do that. $20 for a greatest hit. Like, I got everything like that. Metal Gear Solid, greatest hit. I think Final Fantasy VII might have been the original disc, but like, I love that shit. So I would go into the weirdest, most obscure PlayStation games in the planet, like DEFCON 5. Do you guys ever played shit like that? What about Gex? Somebody out there knows what Gex is. I've
definitely seen Gex. I never actually played it.
Gex is hard,
and it is the snake sword, also entitled
Snake Sword.
Is it Valentine the sword name, or is that the girl who wields it?
That's the girl who wields it. I was trying to remember the name.
Ivy's primary weapon, Valentine. So the sword is named Valentine. The character is named Ivy. That's hard.
Understood.
Should that be my new last name, Sasha Valentine? That sounds like a porn name.
That's mad porn.
Leave it. Who cares? Bro, whatever.
Speaking of porn, by the way, for anybody listening,
Sword Grayson.
Oh shit.
For anybody listening, I have made a cool $100 on OnlyFans. So if you want to go over there and subscribe, link in my IG bio. Since we're talking about pornography and my whip sword.
Wait a minute. Can you
get it?
Can you?
Are you gonna call it Valentine?
Can you? Are you prepared to describe the kind of content on your OnlyFans for our fans right now? And by that I mean because I want to know.
We don't need to. because feet pics. It's mostly feet pics, and it's a sudsy Sasha. You know, definitely
Ooh.
somewhere in there.
Yeah, you about to.
I'll say this. I definitely need a photographer. I'll just say that. If you want to find anything else out, subscribe. Like I said, put me on the map.
You got a tripod, bro. Get a tripod.
Yeah,
do
but
some
you know
nice
what? You know
editing.
what, though?
That's all you got to do.
I don't really like tripod porn because, like, why is your shit in the same place? Like, just have somebody film that. Like, give me some new angles. Like, especially when it's like a 40-minute video in the same angle. I'm like, what are we doing here?
What angles though? Nope. What angles are we talking about though? On a solo male? Are we talking about boy girl? Because boy girl, you know, a solo and having that filmed, I feel like it lends itself to the single camera, right? But because that's the fantasy. But you know what?
Hey man,
POV is a big thing. POV is a big thing.
POV is a big thing.
You know, sex is a big thing. You know, thinking about sex and the future. Here's a segue into my mind. I was playing Detroit Become Human, and finding out that humans are always like, even in our fantasies, like the first thing we're thinking is like, can we fuck it? Is such a beautiful sentiment. I mean, this is like 50 years into the future, and like there's like sex clubs that are made just for androids. Like, I mean, wonderful. Like, I you know, that's why I believe in the human race personally, because we're constantly thinking about breeding. I mean, look at Captain Kirk, Star Trek. All he did was schmooze and fuck aliens. We got to keep that. We got to keep that spirit alive, boys. That's what I'm saying. If she got tentacles, I'm inacles. I don't know what. Like, if she's squid, I've got some quid. There we go. That was good. I don't care what anybody says.
I always just sometimes wonder, like, if we do find alien life, like.
We're gonna fuck
like if you find alien life, right, and it's so far from anything humanoid, who's gonna be the first person to think, can I fuck that, right? Well, I mean, I guess we already have that, right? Like, do people fuck fish? Like, or like, have you seen
people
underwater
fuck tentacles? Yeah,
do you think there's anybody who's like made a career out of bestiality? Like, is there anybody who's like farming specifically to have sex with cows on like remote content,
Yeah.
or is there anybody who like
hold on. You guys know that Spain decriminalized sex with an animal as long as the animal is not harmed. Wow. Which, you know, that's kind of a leap because, like, technically, you know, if you're like messing with something that doesn't
it can't consent
accept human dicks, it's kind of wrong because, like, you know, like people fuck like small house pets. Like, that's terrible. Like, your penis into something like that. What about like a Lemmy-Winks kind of situation? Putting a gerbil up your ass.
I have questions. First of all, again, what is your internet doing that you even know this? And that's one question. Question two: how do we determine?
I've been on the internet for a long time.
How do we determine if the animal's hurt or not? I'm pretty sure like 90% of the animal kingdom can't even have sex for pleasure.
Yeah, I think so. I think like pigs and like dolphins
what about cats?
are like some of the only ones.
Because the thing about cats, Here's the thing about cats.
Cats fuck all the time though.
But here's the thing: cat sex is very painful because like cat penis, like it goes in and then there's like hooks on it that like so your girl can't get away. So like, would a human dick be more? Would that be better for a cat than a cat dick? This is a dark place. This podcast has gone.
Yeah, it's a dark place. You know what? And you know, in terms of Pokemon, Vaporeon is still the most breedable Pokemon out there. You know, that's
What about Ninetales?
You know what? Ninetales is definitely flaming you up, bro. Immediately. Come on, bro. Fire spin one time. Oh yeah, and you pull that tail, you got 1,000 years of bad luck. Okay. That is literally in the Pokédex entry. So I don't think putting your dick in it would merit less time. Yeah, I feel like, you know, if you put your dick in Ninetales, you're getting like 10,000 years of bad luck.
You know what's crazy though? I remember when we were younger, we would always discuss, wanting to be in the Pokemon world. But now that we talk about like things getting fucked, I feel like more Pokemon would try to fuck us than we would try to fuck Pokemon. Like, what is a Mr. Mime? That's just a dude. That's just a guy,
fact, bro.
People.
Or a Magmar. If a Magmar wanted to fuck you,
can you imagine? What about a Mewtwo? Like, Mewtwo just walks into your room, and all of a sudden you're in the air, you're getting your shit mopped, and you've got no option. What? What option?
Well,
he's just gonna kill you.
I don't think Mewtwo's gonna fuck anybody because there's only, technically speaking, there's only one. There's only
will
one,
kill you,
and it's in a lab. But I mean, I'm more scared of the more run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Like, first of all, Jinx and Mr. Mime freak me out because like, why are they human?
Yo, Jinx might be fire poom, bro. Jinx might be crazy.
Okay,
bitch,
now that's it. That's it.
She a crazy
We're done.
Bitch.
We're in a dark place now. We're in a dark place. Also, most Pokemon are like human sized. Like even like the non-intimidating ones, like a Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet's like 5 foot tall.
That's
5-6 feet. Like that's
crazy.
I don't think it's gonna fuck you, but it's definitely just like being near you and wobbling around. I feel like
it's too sexy for you to resist. Is that what you're saying? Wobbuffet is just Wobbuffet really wailing it, and then you just go like, damn.
What are the most humanoid Pokemon? Let me think here.
There's a lot. You got Machamp. You got Throw. You got whatever the other.
So that's another one too, because like Machamp and Hitmon, like maybe they're gonna fuck. They're probably not gonna fuck you, but they're just gonna beat your ass for no reason. Like there's no animal. Think about that. There's no animals that just fight for the sake of fighting in the real world. But that's what they do.
We see that in the Pokemon world. Yeah. We see that in the Pokemon, like when Pokemon square up with Ash, it's like the funniest shit in the world because like they really like remember that episode where like Mankey is chasing him and then he becomes his Pokemon after a while. Yo, that's the reality. That's what would happen. You would piss off a Primeape and you didn't know was there, and all of a sudden you're being chased forever. Like you step on a rock. You go, oh, it's a little rock, and it's a Pokemon. There's over 1,000 now.
Yeah, the Pokemon world is terrifying. Could you imagine like stepping on an Abra and it teleports with you, and then you're just in Asia?
Like, just killed.
Yo, question for you, bros. Has there ever been anyone who's done like a YouTube, like deep dive or analysis of the science of Pokemon? Because I've always been interested in that. Like when I first started watching Pokemon, right, and I was like, okay, we got these animals in the wild, they do crazy shit, and then this dude pulls out this tiny little ball that gets bigger and then shoots them with a laser, and then they live in there until he decides to let them out, and niggas live in the and it's dark apparently.
There's a lot of weird theories. Like, there's a lot of weird theories with it.
What's going on?
Because the Pokeball is actually like technology that has been like developed over like generations. Because like they're even going, they're going into the nitty-gritties, right? Like it's like 27 years or something like that. It just like passed. Yesterday was Pokemon Day. Meaning the mark of when red and blue were dropped for the whole world. So yeah, man, it's there's a lot of that. I don't know. There's a lot of science behind it. It's kind of weird that humans have figured that out too. But we definitely just want to put. Would you live in a Pokeball? Because I've seen
what does it look like inside?
They got the luxury ball. And that shit looks fire. Like it's got like probably like couch areas, TVs if you want. It's supposed to be the best of the best. I don't know.
There's a luxury ball. Is that a thing you just made up, or is that a real thing?
No, it's a real thing.
What?
I don't make up anything. Luxury ball. And it's literally like a better habitat for the Pokemon.
So there is a habitat that exists inside Pokeballs.
Inside. Yeah. And the thing is like, so realistically also, they don't just live in the Pokeballs. Like you have like the 6 that you really could carry on you, right? Or, whatever it is. But the rest of them go to like, like a box that which they actually get transferred into like a place that Pokemon actually thrive and have fun,
Aww.
They get taken care of.
That's nice.
Yeah. There's no dark places.
Just so you can rip them. Just so you can rip them from this place to do battle to the death. Like, that sounds like gaslighting.
That's the thing.
Not death.
That's like love bombing of the Pokemon world.
It is, but I think that's they're attempting to do that with these like prequel games, like trying to explain like the connection between humans and how they kind of like came to be, because like the game that Legends Arceus, I guess, and they explained the whole fact that people were really terrified of Pokemon, like really absolutely terrified, like were aghast at Pokemon being anywhere near them, and people who eventually could tame them in some ways were like revered, where like it's not everyone who could do it, like so like it's like they have this like settlement, and like literally have like guards making sure no Pokemon get in the beginning of the game, because they're just terrified of them, because they're scary. Can you imagine? Yeah. Like legit what you said, like Scyther, like literally got giant claw like blades.
Yeah, like
that's terrifying.
Another like, tall ass Pokemon.
Yeah,
he's like 5'4", 5'6". Like he's just like chilling, and he's got wings. I don't want none of that smoke. Yeah. None of that smoke.
Yeah, no, not at all.
According to this, Scyther is 4'11", but Scissor is 5'11". That's terrifying.
Okay, Scissor is
crazy, bro.
Yo, can you imagine Scissor squaring up on you?
Nope. I can't.
Yeah,
you know
that's
why?
just crazy.
Because I would run.
Yeah. No, I believe it.
The nigga still catch you.
He would catch you all the time. Because you're not going to outrun like a Pokemon. They literally built for that. Yeah. I don't know how. I don't know, man. Yeah,
5'11", it would be a 260 pounds.
Oof, fuck.
That's way bigger than I thought. That's those heavy pincers.
No big deal. You just keep a gun all the time.
It's steel.
You just keep a gun all the time.
But it's a steel type, bro. You can't even like pierce its arm.
Are there guns in the Pokemon world? I don't think I've ever seen a gun in any episode of Pokemon.
I feel like Team Rocket would have some guns, because they're terrible.
Is there a deleted episode? Or is that just the Yu-Gi-Oh episode I'm thinking about?
What's that cop? Is there guns in the Pokemon world?
Officer Jenny.
Let me see if Officer Jenny got a grip. I'm going to Google.
No,
Gorilla grip,
she never does. You ain't wrong, bro.
Nurse Joy.
Okay.
Yeah, Officer Jenny does not.
I'm not
have,
trying to fuck any Pokemon,
belt.
but am I trying to fuck Pokemon characters in the world?
What?
Yes. What?
Also, can we just have a callback
if you
real quick? Because
what?
remember many episodes ago we talked about like Googling characters and seeing how long it takes for a sexual result. Yeah, the results for Officer Jenny were very quick. I'm on the first page of Google, and there's already a sexual result.
At like age 13, I probably downloaded something, probably what you're looking at, like something with her breast out and something getting squirted on her. I don't know, man. The internet is dark, and I've been on it for a lot of years. Before YouTube had rules. E-Bombs world. Oh,
good times. I won't say. Wait a second. I could hear myself in somebody's background. Are there guns in Pokemon? Let's see. Are there guns in Pokemon? Yeah, somebody pulled a pistol out on Ash somewhere. There is a screenshot.
Yeah, he's the it's like a poacher, right?
I'm disappointed.
Pokemon poacher.
Kaiser?
Any sexual? No. Bro, where's the Officer Jenny porn, bro? I'm disappointed. Oh, there's Ash kissing Officer Jenny.
Hey, Satoshi getting with him. You know what? It's a little problematic because he's like supposed to be like a 10-year-old boy and she's a grown woman and she's a police officer, sure. So she's definitely getting fired, bro, right after.
Nah, she can't. You know why she's not gonna get fired? Because she's a law. She ain't gonna get caught.
Oh shit! This is a different level of sexy. Hold on, let's go back. Let's run the tape. Like Officer Jenny spreading it for you.
Sasha, I don't know what you're talking about, bro, because I ain't seen not one dirty Officer Jenny thing aside from some cosplay.
Well, see, I haven't seen the cosplay. It was just it wasn't like super horny, but like it was just like Officer Jenny, but her costume was like a
Oh,
like somebody drew it, but it was like a bikini instead of just fuck. There's one. There's one drawing here of Nurse Joy giving Officer Jenny massage.
Wait, is that when she's falling asleep? When she's like,
yes,
I just need rest. I think she's putting a blanket on her back. She's putting a blanket on her back. But if you scroll down further, you find a Newgrounds picture of Officer Jenny sans top. Jacket.
That's exactly the one that I downloaded. Probably. Hold on. Let's
She's
I gotta
not
look this up now.
topless.
Actually,
like
drop it in the chat for me because I don't need to do
you.
all that.
She's got a what do you call it? She's got a bustier on.
Nah, don't drop it in the chat. Let him find it himself because the journey is, it's all about the journey, not the destination.
The journey's boring. There wasn't much of a journey.
Yo, bro, just drop it, bro. Stop, Officer.
They made this a little different.
Let's type Officer Jenny in Pornhub and see what happens.
Immediate results, bro. Immediate results.
I'm more curious as to just how new the results are. Wow, this is a crazy deep throat video. Right on the timeline, right on the front. The second video was just like it's just these balls are like in the back of this girl's head. Let's see, Officer Jenny,
a sexy Officer
crazy.
Jenny on Etsy. That's crazy.
Wow.
Is it, what are they selling? Like an Officer Jenny pillowcase that they knitted?
Nah. I think it's is it a sticker? Is it a print? Wait, where did it go? It's a card. This ain't a fucking Pokemon card. They ain't make. What kind of bootleg ass shit? Nah, I gotta drop this in the chat. This is crazy.
Project Sluts. Officer Jenny seduces Gardenvore. Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Oh
That's a
God,
Pokemon.
she's fucking a Pokemon.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's a Pokemon.
What's crazy is that there's not that many sexual results on. So I guess there's hope for society. There's not too many sexual results if you Google Officer Jenny if you type Officer Jenny on Pornhub. So I guess the Earth is healing. People are
Hope for
gaining
society.
sanity again.
Hope for society, or
but hold on. Maybe it's because police are out of style right now. What if you type in Nurse Joy? Is that going to go crazy? Let's hope not. The Nurse Joy results went crazy. Yeah.
Hold on.
But wait, no. Technically, this is okay. So I'm on Pornhub. I typed in Nurse Joy. Technically speaking, it is a lot of Nurse Joy, but it's also mostly just nurses as well. So I think that kind of offsets the results. Okay. Also, what is the sexy nurse? When were like nurse outfits hot at one point? I've never gotten the nurse kink thing.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't know that nurses are hot? Just in general, like nurses are hot.
Nurses are not hot.
Back when women only weren't allowed to wear pants, they had skirts and dresses.
But either way, they're hot. Like they're people who are seeing death and unkindness. They're having sex all the time. Like these are horny nurses. So by connection of the mind, you go outfit nasty. They're gonna take care of me, and they're gonna be really nice.
Yeah.
Not the truth,
sexual
but
healing.
you're gonna get one of them.
Sexual healing.
You're gonna get one of them.
Nurses actually comprise a lot of things that turn me off in women. I'm not attracted to nurses. One thing being that they care a little too much about humanity. Because what are you doing, Ma? Like we don't. It needs to be
not care.
It needs to be about
pretend.
me. That's one,
bro. They're trying to collect a big ass check.
No, they're trying to collect a big ass check, but I do know a lot of bleeding heart nurses who like actually care about the well being of humans and like for what. And here's another thing too. I got a true story about to tell you guys.
Shout out to the real nurses that are burnt out and hate everybody, and would rather fucking drink another cup of bleach before pretending to give that much of a shit.
Yeah. Also, quit your job. We don't need you in hospitals if you're that kind of nurse.
I do.
No, you can be in that hospital
fun.
if you're like my kind of nurse. If you're like my nurse for when I'm there.
You just gotta be good. You never watch House? Like, they don't gotta have a
You want a house of nurses?
You're right. You
just gotta be good, bro. You just gotta be
good people. They just
You just gotta be good.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna tell you a true story. A true story right now. I dated a nurse, and basically eating ass was very in vogue at the time. Now, I was already doing this long before, but she would not let me eat her ass because... And then she just went into a whole...
Oh, no.
Like, you really don't want to like involve like medical science into your sex acts. Let's just say that. But you can know too much, and she knew way too much about parasites and pests, and I was just. It wasn't a very sexy moment, and I just after that, like I see Scrubs, and I'm like, okay, you are like a medical professional. You're not a woman, like anymore. Like you're not like a sexual creature. When nurses hit on me, I'll just be like, what are we doing here? You like know about all the bacteria on my tongue.
If you're a nurse, you cannot holler at Sasha. Do not do it.
But you can holler at me.
No more head nurses.
I am sick.
Yes, give him a head nurse, please, immediately.
I'm sick.
Yeah, but I just never got. Did we go over this? I feel like I never got the sexy nurse thing. I never got the sexy schoolgirl thing. I never got the sexy cop thing.
Schoolgirl
I'm not
thing
really
is
a fan
weird,
of
bro.
uniforms. Period. I just like naked women. I like naked women. Like, get the clothes off.
What?
But bro,
What?
you know what I like? I like the business attire lady.
The business attire is the worst. They just think about Hillary Clinton.
What?
No,
Yo.
What?
Yo. What's with
Pantsuits
you,
are
my
not
nigga?
sexy.
What's good with you, bro?
We're not talking about pantsuits. We're not just talking. We're talking about like, wow, bro. Like, who are you?
Y'all
Like,
really
what do you
ain't
mean?
fuck with the schoolgirl uniform? What about the cheerleader uniform?
Okay, no.
What
It's
about
a little
the
weird.
cheerleader?
It's a little weird.
I mean,
It's
it's
a- no,
weird
it doesn't
now.
go- like-
It's weird now. When I was younger, and
Yeah, I guess.
like
so.
when I got on
All
the
right,
bus, I
so
saw the
It didn't do
let
it
me.
for us.
I feel like I need to explain something. I need to explain the schoolgirl thing. All right, so did I grow up seeing girls in like school uniforms? Sure. I didn't go to like a Catholic school or private school or anything like that, but I saw them around. But then I went to my high school. When I was in high school, girls were breaking the dress code all the time. Crop tops, fucking tiny skirts, like the jersey dresses that left, you just do they have pants on? Do they have underwear? Why is this thing so short? Is this their brother's shirt for real? Is this even a dress? So like the more naked you are for me, the better. I think the hottest outfit a girl can wear for me is literally like a crop top and baggy pants. And a really high crop top, like up, like under boob. Like that's.
Do you not enjoy
nigga said baggy
the
pants?
sexy lingerie
Yo,
or the
there's
sexy
something with you,
outfit?
bro.
You know what it is?
You be on
I
these
hate
Gen Z
lingerie.
shit too much, bro.
I don't like lingerie
Baggy
either.
pants?
Again, get the clothes off.
Yo,
I don't.
who
I like.
are you?
I don't like lingerie.
Where's my friend?
He's not here. He's been
Crazy,
replaced.
because I'm back at my parents' house and this
Like
is the
Kanye
loudest
has
I've
been
on a
replaced.
podcast.
Kanye has been replaced. And then we jump to this week's amazing news.
Uh-oh.
10-inch Pete has struck again,
Shit.
and your boy Sasha is distraught. It was the highlight of my day seeing that message come by, and you just talk about how nice her teeth were. It's good times. I hope Pete Davidson is blowing Ice Spice back out completely tonight.
Yes, apparently there's
And you get to
rumors
watch
that
it.
Ice Spice and Pete Davidson have been seen together. Although I'm pretty sure that it's a meme page. Also, I think Pete Davidson like has a girlfriend
No,
currently,
it's being
but doesn't he
reported other
always?
places.
It's crazy though. It's fucked up. It's like, yo, you seen two celebrities together, like standing 6 feet from each other, and like they're dating. And it's like, damn, nigga, we can't just be people.
Oh yeah, did you see the whole thing with Ice Spice where Ice Spice was like at a Drake concert and everyone was like, "Oh my god, did they mend the beef?" Da, 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 da. I hate celebrity fan fiction. People like do this thing where like they make up whole like whole narratives around like
TMZ
celebrity
is
lives,
reporting
and I'm
it's
like,
fake.
and I'm like, bro, your
Damn.
credit score is 630. Like, why do you care about what is or isn't based on this picture you saw?
I mean, they're not getting a loan anywhere. They ain't driving shit. What else they got to do? But wait, Christian, you said TMZ is reporting it's not real.
It's not real. Damn, it would have been hysterical.
So
though.
you're saying there's
That would not be hysterical. I really don't want to see Ice Spice with anyone. I want all her relationship. I want Ice Spice's love life I want the best for Ice Spice. All right. I want her life very private. She's just a sweet girl. You know what I mean? Like
Did you see her sex tape when it came out?
Bro, you
That
know
wasn't
she's
her, I
from
don't
the
think.
Bronx.
No, it what? Bro, what? You ain't see the one I saw. You ain't
Then show me the one you saw,
talking
because the one I saw was just
have it anymore.
it was a girl with a fro from the back.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
I
this
know
was
what you're
no. This was one of her sucking dick. This was her sucking dick.
Oh.
Where did you see that?
Either way, we should. Either way, that would be entertaining.
This was old, so I'm gonna have to dig.
I think this was like you were in like a horny haze and just thought it was Ice Spice, because I feel like that'd be way bigger news.
Nope. It was on Twitter. It was old. It was on Twitter.
This would have got talked about in an interview.
It was talked about, bro. It was talked about, not an interview.
Who talks about it? Okay, but who talks about a full sex tape for 5 minutes?
No, it was a big conversation on Twitter. It was a big conversation on Twitter. You can't ask.
It would not have been one. If it was an Ice Spice sex tape this quick, it would not have been that quick of a conversation.
No. I didn't say quick. I didn't say it was quick. It was a big conversation on Twitter when it came out. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, one conversation to the point where I don't know.
A big conversation. But to me, like,
why?
A big conversation on Twitter means the millions of people on Twitter talking about it, not me talking about it.
I'm gonna have to see proof, my friend.
I didn't find it. Like, if it popped up on my timeline, that means it's big. You know.
Or you know what? Maybe it was millions of people having horny, wishful thinking, where they found a sex tape of a Ice Spice lookalike.
Either way,
bro,
don't you want it,
bro? It's
like,
okay.
Do I want? I don't know if I want to see Ice. I don't know if I want to see Ice Spice's sex tape without her permission.
Yes,
I don't know. I feel like I'm violating her. She deserves the world.
No, I'm not saying that. I meant like seeing a fake actress or somebody that looks like her.
Wait a minute.
Doing a consent.
Time out. How many of the bitches we used to hang out with from the Bronx do you have respect for?
Most of them. I like Bronx women.
Okay, that's fair. Me too. So I'm gonna just stop there. We're gonna stop there.
I feel like the Bronx produces probably the funniest women. Of any place, I think the Bronx and Brooklyn definitely produce the most hilarious women I've ever met in my life.
I mean, when you think about it, the Bronx
probably.
and Brooklyn, in terms of publicity, carry New York City, because
get a girl from like Sunset Park,
like Manhattan.
It's just hysterical.
Manhattan's the city, right? But like, nobody fucking lives in Manhattan. There are some niggas who live in Manhattan, but like Harlem don't count. Staten Island nobody likes.
I mean, it doesn't no more.
Queens is slept on.
Queens is so slept on.
But
Queens is really slept on.
But the funny women. Well, I guess you got. Well, Aquafina is a terrible example of funny from Queens. I don't know if she's from Queens. Maybe I just made that up. But I don't know. Yeah, the Bronx does have, at least the women that I met from the Bronx were really funny. I think it just might be because you have to live in the Bronx and you have to make it out somehow. Can't be shopping on 3rd Ave and not have a sense of humor, because that shit is hysterical. Like, oh man.
You know what would not be hysterical? A Pete Davidson Ice Spice sex tape. That would just...
That
shit is running on the streets right now, bro. That shit...
I'm surprised we haven't seen a Pete Davidson sex tape. Just like, I feel like Pete Davidson's the kind of guy who would just leak his own sex tape. But the fact that he's fucking all these, like, well, you know what? We wouldn't see the tape because all the women he slept with wouldn't allow the tape to leak. I think the closest probably would be Kim Kardashian, and because she's already had it happen. But I think because she's had it happen, she doesn't want it to happen again, especially now that she's like a mother of 3 or 12 or how many fucking surrogate mothers she had out there.
Somewhere between.
Which, by the way, Kanye's been real quiet. Is Kanye alive? He's been real quiet, finally.
Yeah, it's I don't really care, honestly. I don't. I think they had some pictures of him like coming out of somewhere. They're like, oh my god, he's with his wife. I don't know. He got married, I think. Yeah.
I think he got a new girl. I don't know if he got married, but I mean, I'm just happy he's being quiet finally. I was tempted to listen to "Devil in a New Dress" the other day. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I went to YouTube to hear it. That's not on Spotify anymore, but that is probably one of my favorite Kanye songs, and Rick Ross is in it. Oh my god!
I still listen to any Kanye songs that I like. Luckily for me, that's none of the newer stuff that much.
Yeah, I don't think anybody likes the newer stuff. I feel like people fake like Kanye when he drops shit just so they can. Like, I don't think we're ever going to hear a Donda song ever again. I don't think there's ever going to be a time where a Donda song ever pops up in conversation. Maybe maybe it'll be in a movie background. No, probably not even that, because there's a lot of Kanye songs that could be in movie backgrounds and have been. So yeah, I don't think we're ever going to hear a Donda anything
Donda
ever.
had some cool tunes on it. Donda had some cool tunes.
I think I listened to like 12 minutes of Donda.
For any musicians who listen to this, any beat makers, any rappers, any producers, I'm talking to y'all right now. The drill song with Favi on Donda, fire song. There is an off-key, out-of-key 808. I can't believe they let this happen. Kanye West, you let this happen. And that's proof that you need to fucking hang it up, bro. I'm talking to you, Kanye.
Damn.
Fuck you.
Well, he has pretty much hung it up.
And everything else
he's quiet for now.
Good.
Has he hung it up?
Be quiet for
God, the fact that I had nurse porn still open over here is... I really got to clean up these tabs. Like, I just forgot entirely. Then I was like, what's this tab open? Oh. And then it's just nurse porn.
Nurse Joy porn.
Nurse Joy porn, specifically. How many times have I looked up porn while recording this podcast? Literally too many.
Ooh,
Probably every
it comes
other
up
episode.
often. It comes up often.
Mm-hmm.
It does. I have not been in a porn place though lately. I don't know. I feel like I've seen all the porn on the internet that I want to see. I've just been recycling videos for a while, so I think maybe I should retire jerking off for a while. Is it time to retain some semen? You think?
Hey, why not?
No.
Right? Give it a shot.
Why?
Give it a shot for a week.
No, why? Yeah, no. See, here's my thing. Retaining semen, I know, is not beneficial scientifically for more than like 4 days. But
I don't know, bro.
I'm bored of porn. What do you mean you don't know?
Because
Joey,
when I keep
what are
it
you
in
like
for a couple weeks,
staving off for months?
You
Keep it in for a couple weeks?
Bro, what? I go months without nutting.
Oh shit! Oh,
Months.
how are you not like Super Saiyan 3 by now? Like what is that? Is that what happens every time you like retwist and get that blonde like done again? Is like that like
bro.
the third like the first month?
No.
Week
No.
4.
No. And you know what? Let's address a quick, little quiet elephant in the room. Clearly, background is different. I'm in a different place. I do not live where I used to live. You do with that what you will. You put together what you put together. You know what I'm saying? I will be going a long time without nuts until I get comfortable living back in my parents' crib and able to fucking jerk off.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what? You need to get comfortable to jerk off. You should have talked to Sasha, because literally Sasha would jerk off at a moment's notice. At the drop of a hat, Sasha's got his dick out, coming in people's shower and clogging it. Like when we were kids, this man
2005.
literally, and we'd be like, Justin, you couldn't keep it in. He's like, I've been holding it in. What do you want me to do? Like, and we're like, but. Like, you clog that person's shower. Like, that's some thick semen, okay? That is power.
Wait a
You know
minute.
what? I don't know.
Wait
That's a lot of retention.
So what
If
you're
you ask
saying
me.
is I have to take a flight to Staten Island and jerk off in Joey's parents' house to like
Yes,
christen
to
the
get him
place.
I have not heard this story about you clogging a
Wait, you've
drain
never
with
heard
your
that?
Wait, hold
nut.
on. Wait, no, you gotta back up. Have you never
yeah,
jerked
you
off in your
clogged the drain
parents'
with a
house? Did you not like? Is this like a new home your parents are in that you have not jerked off as,
No,
as a child?
of course, bro.
So why do you need to get comfortable?
Bro, we gonna leave it at that. You feel me?
Yeah, mom and dad do listen to this.
Why do I not feel comfortable? Because I mean, it hasn't been my home for like over a decade, or close to a decade rather. So nothing is like. I just got my clothes into a dresser finally. Some of my clothes, like I'm not even, I'm not settled in. I'm not comfortable even sleeping yet. I don't got a good blanket. I'm not even. Yeah, man. Shit is weird.
So what you want to do is you want to sit on the dresser and jerk off then while your clothes are in there, keep them warm. I guess I don't know.
Fuck yeah! I hope
that's a
you
start. That might be the move.
Listen, I don't know why you need to get comfortable places. Okay, listen. As long as you got a dark corner and nobody's listening, you're
'cause
good.
if I'm not comfortable, then
just
I'm not,
spank it
I'm not
quiet. Why you
I'm
gotta? Why you gotta?
No,
Bro,
I
it's
wanna,
just a.
No, like I'm not.
Springs around the corner.
Candles?
Jerk
When
off
you
on the
jerk
roof.
off?
I'm afraid of heights.
And that's how you conquer that fear.
That's even better. And that's even
Not-
better.
bro, I'm
Exactly.
not- yo, you gonna see
Imagine
me
the nut.
rolling
Imagine
off
the
the
nut.
roof
How
with my
intense
pants
that
down,
is.
like,
Imagine the nut. How intense that is. You just like jerking off, and all of a sudden you're like really scared.
God.
And
Wait,
you just trip for a second.
if you start to nut while you fall and die, that's probably the good.
That
way.
actually begs a
you
really good question, guys. You know,
You don't
'Cause
die.
we talked about like people trying to fuck things earlier. How many people do you think jerk off while they're skydiving? What's the percentages there?
I've seen naked people skydive a lot of times, so I can't imagine
Again, your
that
internet
somebody
is
hasn't touched
so
themselves.
strange.
I don't think it can work.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I might throw up
The air pressure.
before I get my pants off and start spanking it at fucking
No.
G forces.
You do this. You do this prior. You take off your clothes and you just skydive naked. You don't need the wind
Okay.
would whip. It
So
would be
you
very
start-
harsh.
You start to jerk on the plane. You get close. And then that's when you jump. See if you can get a couple pumps in with the hand still, and then, but your nut would fly at you.
Hold on.
It would fly
Hold
right
on.
back in your face.
Can we be honest? Can we be honest? When have handies ever been good?
Only your own.
Okay, but have you had
wrong.
them at 30,000 feet? We don't know.
When have handies ever been good?
First of all, hand jobs are great when you know what you're doing.
Yes.
No. Listen, no, not true.
That is-
I don't want it.
I've had some.
Not true.
I've had some artistic hand jobs in my life.
Artistic?
They look like they were
I'm not
playing
gonna
the
go
harp
there.
of my
I'm not
shit.
going there.
I've had some harp players, my friend.
Maybe one time there was like, but like there's like dick sucking involved. Like just a handy, like no, like,
yeah.
Not
My friend, you have
for
been locked up for
me.
a decade now, my friend. People have the skills have advanced.
No, I want.
You really
I want
think
this.
so?
I
You
want.
think the skills have gotten better? These bitches got better at hand jobs in
I mean,
the last 10 years?
Dude, there was a point in life
what do you
where
think
like
they
listen,
changed.
Yeah, they have changed. The way women, I've said this so many times, the way women have sucked dick and do stuff and everything sexual has upgraded in the times that you guys have been married. It's just, I'm sure you and your wives are doing some of those
Remember,
things.
I actually dipped into that. I already dipped into it. What are you talking about? I did do that. I found out. It's okay. Is it better? Maybe. But it's fine, bro. It's not much. It's not like, like all of a sudden, like androids have come to
The
make
thing
you
is
come.
about HJs is that no one will ever do it like you do it.
No, there's plenty of women who
knows.
can jerk me off. Almost everyone can jerk me off better than I can jerk me off. Faster, definitely not, but better for sure.
Bro, I'm booking
Well-
a flight to Detroit. I need a flight.
Man,
Hold on. Why are you booking a flight to Detroit? Are you booking it for Sasha to,
Well,
to
he
give you
knows
that
him. He knows
long,
him. He knows how to
passionate
pick 'em.
high-end job?
He knows
I
how to pick
wouldn't. No,
'em.
I wouldn't.
Guide
I
me
mean,
in the
do I
right
want
direction.
to? Man, you're in New York. You got way. Your neighbor could probably jerk you off better than you do. I don't know who your neighbor is, but they got some hand skills.
I don't know who my neighbor is either. No, we don't
That's
know our
right.
neighbors.
You are still in New York. You don't get to know people in the cul-de-sac.
We don't talk to niggas, bro. Don't hit me up. I'm back on
Nobody
my
talks
parents'
to
block, and
anybody.
honestly, it's crazy though because there are people who I've literally I've seen them, I've known their faces for 20 years, and I never said a word.
You know what? You know what it is in Detroit? It's like people won't necessarily talk to you, but if you talk to them, most people will
Talk back.
you can kind of just talk to people here. It's weird. Like no one's gonna okay. So the older the black person is, the more likely they're going to talk to you. So if you see like a 105-year-old black person, they're gonna follow you to your apartment and clean it probably. With a white person or like any other race, they might give a nod or maybe walk past you. But if you say hey, what's your name? They will engage almost all the time. They won't just like let you pass. You know what I mean? Like you can strike up a full conversation with somebody in the elevator. In New York, they will like insist on ignoring you. Like they could be like your age. They could be like y'all can have the same T-shirt on, and you start talking to somebody in New York, and they'll just ignore you, and then they'll be like, you know, fuck what you talking about, dickhead? Like why you in my face for that? You know what I mean? Like they do not want to be friends with you in New York.
Has that ever worked
too?
for you?
Because a New Yorker too will go home and then TikTok about how lonely they are after they ignored 100 people in the subway all day. It's weird.
We're all so depressed, but we don't want to talk to nobody. We just need to be taken.
Why does anybody? Whoa. Okay. Damn. Joey, that was dark.
Yeah, man, it's been a rough couple of months.
But that's really, meeting new people. That's how you find people to jerk you off when you're skydiving. Also, I've been thinking about it this whole time. I feel like maybe 50% of people who skydive, men who skydive, definitely jerk off skydiving. Because, like, why else would you skydive? I feel like if you skydive more than twice, you have to have done something weird up there. I feel like skydiving is one of those things you do once and you're like, wow, that was, a thrill ride. I just wanted to, like, check it off the bucket list. If you jerk off, if you skydive twice, you jerked off that second time. Because why are you doing the second time already?
You know what's probably happening? Somebody's got one of those like Bluetooth enabled like vibrators and definitely jumping with that shit on. Somebody did that. Somebody did that already. A few dozen.
So just
there's probably a video right now.
Skydiving with a vibrating butt plug in.
See, that's interesting.
And
honestly, I want to know what's going on there. I'm lucky because skydiving is not on my bucket list. Ain't got no business jumping out of a plane, and it's gonna stay that way.
Yeah, mine either. I've been on roller coasters where I didn't throw up, but like I was like, this doesn't feel pleasant. Like it's a rush, you get the adrenaline, but also the adrenaline's also. I feel like the adrenaline comes up to push down the vomit that's in your throat. You know what I mean? Like like it's
AKA me no likey scary ride.
Yeah, me too.
I could have just stayed on the ground and not had to vomit. You know what I mean? Like that just could have been, and I could have been on the ground for free.
Yep.
I went to Knoebels like a couple years ago with Jackson, and I'm such a chicken when it comes to those like roller coasters, and I went onto that if you're from Pennsylvania or in the surrounding area, Knoebels is probably like a Knott's Berry Farm or kind of a local amusement area, and there's a kiddie section, and I go over to the kiddie section, and I'm like, I can handle this, right? Like it's a kiddie section, right? Like, it's got like a little roller coaster, and I'm like, come on, boy, we're gonna go on the roller coaster. There's no real big peaks, nothing like that, and bro, I was terrified. Like, I had to put the bravest face on so my son wouldn't panic, but I could see him, and I'm looking over to my shoulder, and he's like this. He's like, Dad, this is fast. I was like, yeah. I mean, shut up, boy. We're good. And then once we got off the ride, I was like, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have put you on that. That shit was scary. Like let's get out of here.
Yo, that
but then I did that Ferris wheel. That Ferris wheel was terrifying. Once we got up there, and he's like, Dad, don't shake it. And I'm like, I'm not shaking it. It's the wind. Stop it, son.
See, and what you should have done, instead of taking your son to the amusement park, you should be training him to wield the Buster Sword that you can't. You know what I mean? So,
that's where I fucked up at.
That's where most parents fuck up. You're like, let's take my kid to the pumpkin patch. Let's put him in preschool. No, have him train with the Buster Sword.
Bro,
don't give him any education. Yeah. Give him
you know what?
25 grams of protein every meal. You want to start
4 meals.
Brown rice diet.
Actually, so this reminds me.
Vegetables.
Let me tell you about my first roller coaster experience for my New Yorkers. It was the Jumbo Jet at Coney Island. But this is the thing. I was not tall enough to ride that ride. My godmother took me and one of my friends, who was like a year or two older than me or something like that. So the guy operating the roller coaster was like, just sit on his lap. It's no problem.
Oh, God.
Luckily, it wasn't a problem. I was fine. Came off fine. But this nigga let me sit on another person's lap. No seatbelts.
That's old New York, bro.
Yo, Bro, I shouldn't.
How many people died on the Polar Express? How many people died on the Polar Express? Y'all remember that ride? It's like the one that spins around really quickly and goes backwards. Okay, so Polar Express was like a really famous
Himalayan
ride.
rides. I love Himalayan rides.
Yeah, it's a Himalayan ride. That's exactly. Okay, but it's Coney Island in the 90s. So DMX is blasting as loud as possible, right? This is the year of open up, shut them down, shut up. Oh, yo. Like this is that summer, okay? Hot 97 is on blast and Summer Jam just passed and you're in Coney Island. And you see somebody get hurled off of that fucking ride. 2 people, I think, like in the span of like a few years, like died because they got hurled off of the fucking ride and like skidded onto the fucking. That shit was terrifying. But I love that ride. Shout out to the Polar Express. That shit, I didn't die on that.
Something else
or
I
the
saw
Cyclone
at
because the
Coney
Cyclone
Island.
is.
Yeah, I never went on the Cyclone. That's
sketchy.
crazy. And then they like reopened.
I've done it. I do it every time.
I wonder when the next time I'm going to go on a roller coaster
It's
is.
wood.
I feel like I'm going to do it again at some point in my life. But like when?
Wooden roller
Why?
coasters
It's a completely wooden roller coaster.
Those shits are
It's
painful.
one of the only wooden roller coasters in the entire world. I think. Like it's one of the last few because they're fucking terrifying. They're not really that great. They buckle.
crazy
You see
that
them. They get old.
At one point, that's all there was. Wooden roller coasters.
Yeah.
You know
People
what?
just- People just taking.
I feel so.
That's
I feel so
amusement.
good about
It's
the
almost
next generation. I feel so good about the next generation because, like, you remember our generation? Like, you really
Why?
didn't
They
have
got
much
Lego
to
World?
entertain you. You know what I mean? Like, not even like Lego World. Like, there's so many things you can watch on YouTube, so many things on TikTok, so many video games, so many like different ways to amuse yourself. We didn't really have all that. That's why roller coasters were like the thing. Like, roller coaster was like peak entertainment until you were like 15 and went on a roller coaster and you were like, eh. But like, that was what we all aspired
Not
to.
my thing.
Like, now you can like people are like, oh, kids don't go outside anymore. They do go outside and they're way better at things than we were because they can
Different.
look up a YouTube tutorial on how to kickflip or how to fucking do every scooter trick under the fucking sun. I'm really man, when scooters got hot, the amount of ankles I seen get taken out. What was it, like 9th grade, 8th grade? Oh my God. Ankles was cooked outside. People had no more ankles during the Razor scooter era. None. Just
You just kick that shit the other way. You swing it open. You just die.
That shit disabled a generation. Now, have you ever like look up scooter tricks on TikTok, dog? These kids are like 6 and nasty as hell. And it's not like back in our day where it was like 1 or 2 famous kids that were like, you know, signed to Element. No, it's like thousands of kids. Son, I be getting lost on like on skateboard, BMX, fucking scooter TikTok, just because I like you know, I like to live through the children because I never got good at these things, but these like I'll go to somebody's like BMX page. I'll see the most crazy BMX shit I've ever seen in my life, and then like I'll go to the kid's page and he's got like 3 followers. He's like not a BMX professional. He's just a kid.
He's just like,
and somebody happened to catch him on tape this one time. Dude. Yeah, he's just like some 12-year-old who's just like fucking gnar.
Bro.
Yeah, you know, he's fucking gnar
That's
as
what it
hell,
is,
dude.
Gnar, dude.
I like kids.
So yeah, he's not in his little neighborhood aspiring to be on roller coasters like we were. I think my first roller coaster was technically
Nah, he's definitely getting
Disney.
on a roller coaster. Stop, bro. That's false advertisement because amusement parks are even bigger now. They're literally a part of people's vacation every year. They become even bigger and bigger. Fucking they opened up a Super Mario World in Universal Studios. I saw like my cousin went through that and I was like, yo, this is ill. Like I gotta like just it's just cool. It's gotten better. I remember the rides when we had Jaws. That shit was terrifying and fun at the same time. But it was literally just a boat that went across water.
So here's what I'm going to say to you.
Like you guys get way better.
I think we're both correct. I think I obviously don't have the numbers for year over year for revenue for amusement parks, but I think to your point, amusement parks probably are getting bigger because not because of children though, because of adults. Because who the fuck was the audience for Super Mario? Our generation. We've talked about this on many episodes ago. A lot of people are getting the millennial money from reliving their childhood.
I'll tell you right now. I've got the blood of the youth in my hands right now, right? So I'm around a bunch of six-year-olds, and the first thing they want to do is play Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario World. Odyssey. No. For my son's birthday. There was like a bunch of 6-year-olds. All his class was here, and they were obsessed with Super Mario. And they play, and they're fucking nasty. They're not even like fucking. They're not like idiots, like running into the wall. Because I could remember distinctly being a fucking piece of shit at the original Super Mario Brothers at that age. But my son can do like a triple backflip into the hat, and he's like, "Look, Dad, you get this special power." I was like, "Why the fuck do you know this?"
Oh yeah, no. My daughter got Mario. I got Mario for Wii. Much. Yeah, I got my kid GameCube Switch with Mario, and she beat it in like 5 minutes. But again, my daughter is not the one spending the money at Universal Studios. So the 6-year-olds aren't spending the money. It's the adults getting their kids into that shit. That is keeping the parks alive. And plus, like I said, our generation grew up with like roller coasters being like peak entertainment. Well, if you were 12 and couldn't go on a roller coaster, and now you're 35 with a tech job and you can work from home, you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to fucking Universal on a Tuesday. I actually had a coworker who would like straight up, he would just go to, because we were off. This is like an old job, but we would be off on like Wednesdays and Thursdays. So he would just go to Dorney Park on Wednesdays all the time. He's like, bro, there's no lines. This guy was like 40.
Crazy, bro.
And like sometimes he would take his kids, but like a lot of the time he wouldn't.
He's like, fuck those little niggas, bro. They can't ride shit. They're too short.
He's like, well, they're at school. It's Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Fuck it. I'm gonna fuck around in Dorney. I'm gonna chill in the little wave pool where there's no hot kid piss in it. You know what I mean? The wave pool. Have you been in the wave pool in Dorney? It's uncomfortably warm. It's so warm. It's spicy almost.
With spicy water.
Yeah, don't go to a water park as an adult. That's something you should not do as an adult. It feels criminally dirty.
Speaking of Super Mario World, I just remembered that I remember when my parents got me a Super Nintendo and they brought it home. I don't remember what year it was, but I was really young. And years after, one of my friends came over and he beat Super Mario Brothers 2. And that was amazing to me because I had the game for years and I didn't know you could beat the game. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah. I didn't know there was an end to the game. I was just like, nah, I'm just playing the first level over and over because that's all there is because I am not good at video games. I didn't even know that was a concept. He was like, yeah, I beat the game. I said, beat the what? What do you mean you beat the game? What do you, it's over? There's an end to this?
Yeah.
Crazy. I still don't play video games. Because
it goes hard. Listen,
I want to be nasty at video games. I'm jealous of people who are nasty at video games.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. Like it takes me so many times to learn like a blocking system or something. I'm actually because I just got that PS5. I've been playing it like crazy and playing Final Fantasy VII Remake and literally took me hours to fucking figure out the blocking system just to guard just right to be able to do their new fucking attack system. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm 35 and I'm trying to do this by myself. I feel so stupid. You really feel stupid after a while. I'm playing God of War Ragnarok as well, and I feel like an idiot because literally I'm getting taunted in the game. Oh, what happened to the God of War? You used to be this. And I'm getting completely hammered by this fucking thing. This Thor beating the shit out of me because I could not beat that for 25 minutes. I had to retry and retry. Ugh. That the good way to feel inadequate. Really quickly. Just
So, I guess we'll end this note on saying, Universal, if you have a God of War roller coaster, give me 5% commission for the idea.
Let's do it.
Please and thank you.
Let's do it. He'll dress up as Kratos.
Close out there. I don't have the body yet. I'm getting there. Is Kratos black? I feel like Kratos was black, and then they just made him white for the game.
He's voiced by a black man.
Yeah, he was pretty Afrocentric looking in the first game, besides his skin color. But His skin color is because he's covered in the ashes of his family that he murdered. So he could be Negro as hell under there. Ignore the fact that he's from ancient Greece. That's.
But ancient Greece is right next to the Mediterranean. There's black people in the Mediterranean. There's Africans who have migrated back and forth. Just the way Pangea was formed. Listen, there were black people. Kratos is black. That's what I'm standing. National Meat Treasure drops an episode every Thursday. We are nothing without you guys. Please continue to like and subscribe. Keep commenting. I respond to them. I literally like them. I'll do it on my personal account and on the National Meat Treasure account just to throw you off and give you a little extra boost because we all need that. It gives us. You put the battery in our back, if you will. Take it away.
Love it. And follow me at thin.cruel.lips on TikTok and Instagram. And follow the pod at National Meat Treasure on TikTok and Instagram and at NMT Pod on Facebook. And again, find that OnlyFans. Pay me, boy.
Yes.
We'll put it as a card
to him
in the
on OnlyFans. Yeah, we're gonna throw that link in the description. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Saint Thrilla. If you like lo-fi beats, you can hit me up at Youngmoth. Whatever. More importantly, bump the new 303 BAM album. We got a new video on the way.
Hey.
We just dropped a video recently. We dropped one before that. Yo, we out here. We doing shit. You feel me? 303 NMT. Don't sleep on us. Because if you sleep,
we'll
turn into your nightmares. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything interesting.
That was terrible.
Oh, wow.
No, we're not going to turn into your nightmare.
303 sleep paralysis
That's
demon.
my nightmare.
Ooh, yeah.
It's Joey not jerking off in the corner. No, it's Joey not jerking off and just talking about how he hasn't jerked off in 4 weeks.
Talking about, yeah.
Joey no spanks.
It's a National Meat Treasure. Bye. No spanks. Bye-bye.
Man, literally is.
Man, I'm on this 303 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thrillah, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming and make sure that paper going all around.